Oh, wow. I can't believe I won. I wasn't prepared for this. I just want to take a moment to honor the heroes that got us through the pandemic these past few years. Us. That's right. Go ahead, we can give ourselves a pat on the back. When you viewers were locked inside your homes for a year, we were right there on your screens entertaining you. When you didn't know where your next paycheck would come from, we sang Beatles songs at you and your mortgage payments disappeared. And when the forced isolation and loss of livelihood slowly decimated your hard-fought sobriety and sanity, I too was struggling with crippling addiction. In rehab. In Malibu. Eating mediocre braised quail with fingerling potatoes, so I get it. You know, I've heard people say that celebrities are out of touch and can't relate to the common man. But I will have you know I am a quarter pooer on my grandfather's side, thank you very much. And like you, me, and my grandfather, who started a production company with only the nickels in his pocket and the wealth he amassed from being born the son of an executive producer, we had to fight and scrape for everything we had, so I know struggle. In this movie, I played a poor. A southern single mother and plus-sized widow who's down on her luck and addicted to prescription opioids. And with no job prospects due to her prior drug conviction, no hope, and no money, she ultimately dies a death of despair. It was riveting stuff. You should really watch my performance. And when I self-isolated with my skeleton 26-member help staff at my third home in France, I too died daily deaths of despair. But you know, my neighbor, she would always phrase it so poetically. She would come to me every morning and, pardon me, I don't speak French, but she would say, "Arrête de laisser ton chien chier dans mon jardin, connasse insupportable et prétentieux." And I think that's just beautiful. The timelessness of what she probably said really speaks to why we need Hollywood celebrities now more than ever. Who else would be stopping World War III with their spoken word poetry? You? As actors, our job is to portray the complexities of the human experience by empathetically stepping inside the skin of all different kinds of people that we will never be, and portraying lives we will never live. Actors are basically the Buffalo Bill of the arts world. I believe Shakespeare said that. But the multi-millions and the career I've made portraying those of you who live in podunk small towns I've never been to made me something of a redneck whisperer, so I will attempt to communicate this to you in your mother tongue. If any of y'all voted for a conservative, or especially that nasty orange boy from The Apprentice, then your cornbread ain't done in the middle. And I know God don't like ugly, but I'ma say it. Your dumbass deserves to die from overdosing on opioids. People tell me that many voted for him just because they no longer trusted the establishment career politicians to solve their problems. To which I say, what problems could you possibly have? You're white. White people don't have problems. I know I don't. So what? Your job went to China and now you can't feed your family. But did you ever stop and think that maybe the Chinese family needed to feed their kids more than you and your little colonizers? So how about checking your privilege, Cletus? You know, I was actually Asian once, back when you could play that sort of thing. I would just like to thank my director, the studio, my mother who runs the studio for believing in me, and all the essential workers who put themselves on the line every day to keep our grocery stores, our emergency services, and the French Laundry open. Just, thank you, thank you. Oh, wait, no. But only the fully vaccinated ones. If you're one of the emergency responders or the Black and Latinxes that did not get the shot, then, well, your sacrifices didn't count, and I hope I hope COVID ruins your life. All right, well, thank you so much, and remember, Black Lives Matter, justice for JoJo, go us! Oh, and Putin, if you're watching, Mommy says go to bed, okay? There's riveting stuff. You should really watch my performance.